Hey everyone, this is Gordon. This is my Module 5 initial post. Hope everyone's been doing well, had a good weekend, and ready to finish out this spring semester. In this module, the first chapter I read dealt a lot with moral development theory. And before I go into that, I found it kind of interesting that it says, conversely, values and principles on which individuals base moral judgments are found to vary in different cultures and contexts. People that descend from Asian cultures demonstrate more altruism and concern for the law, while those from Western cultures exhibit more individualistic values. And I just found that interesting from a just from a cultural perspective on different people and their the different values and beliefs and morals. Going back to it, I think the main focus in this chapter was initially Kohlberg and his stages of moral reasoning. And at the core of this, the theory is the claim that moral reasoning develops through a six-stage sequence grouped into three levels. At level 1, Kohlberg says that individuals have not yet come to understand societal rules and expectations, and their perspective is concrete and individually focused. At level 2, he calls level 2 a members of society perspective, and at this level, individuals identify with the rules and expectations of others, especially authority figures. And at level 3, it's labeled the prior to society perspective, and this is where individuals separate themselves from the rules and expectations of others and base their decisions on self-chosen principles. And why I think this is so interesting is because in a higher education setting on a college or university campus, I think the development of a student's morality and as they mature to begin with is very interesting. Um, their morals affect everything from maybe getting in trouble with student conduct, but to every uh, daily routines, how they take care of themselves, what they believe in, who they hang out with, and all this goes back to how I believe it goes all back to and how they would do in the classroom. Um, an individual can be raised a certain way, and certainly that your parents can have a lot to do with your beliefs, your values, and your morals. But it's all once you step foot on campus, they're not with you to kind of give you the guiding light. It's all in your beliefs and how you want to conduct yourself, what you believe is right and wrong, and where you can go and prosper as an individual and as a student. Um, It also, I saw an interesting part. It said moral reasoning has been found to be significantly related to a number of behaviors, including cheating, cooperative behavior, voting preferences, and delinquency. And that just goes back to, like I said, people can choose to go follow certain paths in college, and they can end up getting expelled or getting in a lot of trouble. Another part I saw that was interesting. It states that says a review by Derryberry and Toma revealed connections between having supportive friends in college compared to having little or no social network and growth in moral judgment. I personally feel like, especially on a college campus, the school I went to was only an hour away from my home, but individuals that come from out of state, they develop a sense of community within their classmates and their peers. It's almost like a home away from home. They have this kind of developed the same beliefs and values of one another. Um, Another point that I found was interesting was it pinpoints on the Greek organizations on college campuses as making minuscule gains in fostering members' moral development. I think that's just another thing where Greek organizations are getting a bad image and a bad rap. In my personal fraternal experience, I thought that we kind of relied on each other and we did things for the community. We held certain fundraisers, philanthropy events, and I thought we had a good moral and standing within the Raleigh community. But this is my post, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. Thanks.